Hey you guys, it's Sharon again. I am just going to talk to you guys a little bit about what clean eating is in general, just to start out. Because I know a lot of people may be confused about what that is or how to get started. And so I'm just going to give you kind of some basics to start out with as we get this group rolling. So first of all, everyone is busy. Most people are moms, a lot of you work. Life in general gets crazy. So, we get that. Trust us, it's a struggle every single day for us as well. So, we hope to give you some tips and things to help you get through those busy life crazy moments so that you guys can incorporate this more into a lifestyle instead of something that's a struggle, every single day. So, I know for me, my biggest struggle is stress eating and emotional eating, and so that is something that we will also talk a little bit about, and how to make sure that we can incorporate good habits so that we're not just turning to the potato chips and all that kind of stuff. So one thing that is very important to understand, especially if you're trying to lose weight, is that your diet is 80% of that. Exercise is 20%, diet is 80%. I know this is hard to understand, but it's more than just calories in and calories out, or calories burned, I guess. That will get you so far, but after a while, your body's going to plateau out, and you're going to need to fine-tune your diet. And feeding it with the proper nutrients is what's going to do that. A calorie and a calorie are not the same things when there's no nutrient value in one thing you're eating versus another. So nutrients are very, very important, and we will talk a lot more about that as well as the week goes on. So my number one tip in clean eating is just to keep it simple. As far as clean eating in general, it can get crazy. There's so many different avenues you can take. There's paleo, there's Whole30 is a really big popular diet right now. There's vegetarians and vegans and all these things that can take a clean eating avenue. But for most people, I think just keeping it as a simple approach is going to be what's best and easiest. For a lot of people ask me what I eat on a daily basis, and I do not cut out any food groups other than processed foods and sugar. And I still eat sugar sometimes. It's just modified. So that is one thing that I think is very important in eating clean and making it a lifestyle, because you have to be realistic with your goals and realistic with how you're going to eat. So fad diets will last as long as you do them, and as soon as you stop, they usually don't work anymore. And so that's why clean eating as a lifestyle for me has been so important, and it's taken a little bit of time to learn it and all that stuff, but it's what's giving me lasting results instead of just a temporary fix. So by clean eating, what we mean by clean eating is mostly just eating food in its most natural state. So no chemicals, no preservatives, no artificial flavors or sweeteners or anything like that. It doesn't mean that it's gluten-free. It doesn't mean, that it's cutting anything out of your diet at all. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. So obviously, if you have an intolerance to food like gluten or whatever, you'll want to cut those things out. But clean eating in general does not cut those things out. It's just cutting out all the additives that, as a people, that's 90% of our food source. I feel like, that's easy. So that's kind of the avenue of clean eating that I've taken, and that has been super successful for myself and my own journey. So just as far as clean eating in general, even keeping your meals simple. especially when you first start out, is going to be key in your success. Don't get on Pinterest and find these elaborate clean eating meals that are going to take you 3 hours to make. Keep them simple. Fruits, vegetables, proteins like chicken and steak and fish and things that you can grill up. It's about to be summertime. We can get out barbecue meats and just keeping like a balanced plate of a fruit, a carb, a protein, a vegetable with every meal is going to be super beneficial. Also, another thing that people kind of stress over when saying they're going to start eating clean as a lifestyle, especially with the family, is my kids are never going to eat that. They're not going to eat that. How do you get your family to eat it? How do you eat healthy? And it takes time. You have to slowly introduce those new foods to your kids and your family, and just start tweaking your own favorite recipes to make them healthier. So you've got to stick with what your family likes. If your family likes pizza, that's great. Find a way to make a healthier version of it. You can make a whole wheat crust and use, turkey pepperonis instead of regular because they're lower in fat. Put lots of vegetables on top of it. There are things that you can do to incorporate your lifestyle with what you already love. So those are just a few tips that I have for you. Hopefully we can get into a little bit more detail on preparing for the week and meal prepping and menus and the planning part of it, because that is a huge key in your success as well. It does take effort. It's not easy. It's easy concepts, but it does take effort and it takes work. So don't confuse simplicity with like it being easy, and don't confuse it being expensive for that either, because I know I get that all the time that clean eating is expensive, but in reality, you're spending probably $8 to $10 a meal per person eating out at McDonald's or something. So it can be affordable. It can be in your budget. You don't have to go to Good Earth or Whole Foods or anything like that. You can shop at your local grocery stores, Walmart, Costco. Anything like that is going to have options for you to have a clean and healthy lifestyle, and we're going to help share some of those tips with you this week. And if you have any questions, please let us know. We're happy to help you. Just remember, a lot of this is a mental game more than it is physical. Our physical bodies know what it needs, but it's our mental state and our mindset that tells us what we want and what we can and can't do. So be thinking of some things that if you have questions or whatever, be thinking of those throughout the week, and we are happy to help you. And I'm excited to get to know you guys a little bit more as well. So comment below any questions, and we will talk to you soon.